Hi there, my name is David Coleman. For many years, I've been working with small to medium-sized businesses, helping them to prosper, grow and thrive. The recent lockdowns from the COVID-19 pandemic has made it very difficult for many businesses across all facets of business, no matter what avenue they may be in, whether it be retail, food, service industry, or wherever you may be. It has been extraordinarily difficult and hard hit for small to medium businesses. So what we've done today is we've set up a series of webinars that we're going to present to you over the next few weeks to help you to readjust to the new normal, to how you're going to have to get your business back up and running. We're going to look at what we've been doing, how we've been reacting to the changes that have been thrown at us. We're going to look at how we're going to improve our businesses and get our businesses back running to the best possible speed that they can go right now. And then we're going to look at how our businesses can prosper, how you can revitalize your businesses, how you can prosper, how you can take advantage of the opportunities that will be in front of you. And there will be new opportunities. Things have changed. And we're going to run through today, we're going to run through an explanation of how the rest of the webinar series is going to work, a bit of an introduction. And so what we're going to do is we're going to focus on certain areas of your business, and we'll go through those today, certain areas of your business where we're going to drive depth around how we're going to get that particular style of your business back in action and how we're going to look for opportunity in that particular business to actually prosper and move forward. So that's the whole idea of the webinar series that we've got running over the next few weeks, as I said. So I'm going to run into a presentation for you to run in and share for you right now. Okay. So as we know, COVID-19 has caused major disruption to many small and medium-sized businesses. Things are different from only the way we were running our business 3 months ago. Simply 3 months ago to now, things have changed. Your customers have changed their buying patterns and their traveling patterns. The laws and rules have changed. There's legal ramifications to what we're doing when we're dealing with people today. We will look at how we're going to analyse, take action and plan to get ourselves around and work out where we are today, work out what we've got to do to get ourselves back up and running, and plan actions for the future for the next 3, 6, and 12 months of how we're going to successfully create a viable business that we can take advantage of the opportunities that will be with us as we see. So we're looking at going to take advantage of how things will be done differently over the next 3, 6, 12 months, maybe forever. So our 3 actions that we're going to look at is how we're reacting to what has happened, how we're going to improve our businesses, and let me help you to build plans to prosper and revitalize your businesses into the future. So first up, react. We've had to pivot our businesses to balance and get ourselves ready for the downturn and the restrictions that have been put on us by government. It's been a very difficult time for many small to medium businesses where we've had to spend time in this reaction mode. We've had to scramble to keep ahead of all the changes that have arrived with the pandemic. It's been a very difficult time. Many of you have had to change your business models. Some of you have gone to online, which is terrific, and we'll develop that service a little bit further. Some of you have managed to go to a takeaway and delivery style service. Some of you, unfortunately, have had to close completely or for a period of time, and most of us have impacted our incomes, our staff, the people that help us work, our suppliers, the people that we deal with on an everyday basis, those who help us to run our businesses and those who we help to run their businesses. All these connections have been broken, and so we need to have a look at how we have reacted to that and move forward into how we can improve and take action to restart those connections, restart our business, find out, as with the lockdown restrictions being lifted, work out and take action to get going again and improve our current situation. So we're going to look at each of those avenues, where we are, how we're going to take action, which action will suit your particular business. We'll look at some depth around your staffing, around your supply chain, around your support chain, and all the areas that you can actually take immediate action to get going. What can you do now to improve the business that we had through the lockdown time? It might be that you can now sit people in your business, your people, your staff members may be able to come back to work, in some fashion, even if it is limited. Your customers may be able to come into your store. Simply, you may actually be able to open. And then we'll have a look at how this has affected your people and how this has affected your income, and what we've got to do to get back to a revenue stream that is acceptable and a profit level that is acceptable, and what we've got to do to take advantage. So this section will be simply, let's get going. We'll then be looking at our prosper section. And this is where we're going to build some plans. I'm really looking forward to this part, because getting going will be one thing, picking up the pieces and just starting your engines again and absolutely building your businesses to make sure that they work will be something. But what is going to happen in the future? What is the next 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 24 months going to look like for you? How are you going to take advantage of the opportunities? And there will be opportunities. So we're going to look at your people and how they can react. How can you get better, benefit from your people? Which people do you need? Which people maybe do not need anymore in your business to streamline where you are? We're going to look at the online side. If you've been or had to develop your online, this side of your business is probably not going to go away and could become a really serious part of your business. If you're in the delivery section, you might have built a delivery section to your business, or this delivery online section. We're going to enhance this. We're going to look at how we can marry that new income stream into your current income stream. We're going to dive into your customer. Where is your customer? Who is your customer? What have they been doing? Have they changed their buying patterns? Have they changed their traveling patterns? Are they your customer anymore? Have you got an opportunity to pick up other people's customers? So we're going to drive some depth around those particular subjects and how we're going to prosper in our business, where you can take advantage of the opportunities that will be out there, be ahead, be faster moving and more dynamic than your competitor. So we're going to have a look at some of those ideas, get you to do some work on your business and see if we can drive depth in your business to get you going into the future and make it better than it is today. So times have changed, and we're looking at small business. Small business is the Australian economy, and your work, your small to medium business out there, is the lifeblood to the Australian economy. And this is really why we're running this series of webinars, because the small business has been impacted so heavily in this pandemic. All business has, but small business in particular. Shopping centres are shut down, where people go are closed, holiday and travel destinations are no longer there for us. The people that we deal with on a small business that you go through in your local strip area or your local shopping area or your local business, each and every one of those businesses have had extraordinarily big restrictions put around them, as you have personally as well. So we're going to go through and give you some ideas and tools that are necessary to assist you to improve and prosper. We're going to work out what you can do now. So we're going to work out what you can do now to affect your business and your ability to prosper in the future. Now's the time for our small businesses to not only react and improve, but also to set up for success. Whilst things are still moving in that direction, it's now time to change your business model, especially if you're an established business and you've been doing okay. Well, now's an opportunity to have a look at whether you're going to be doing okay. It's the same customer base there. And also, what else can you do? What other revenue stream and avenues can you run down? And what else can happen to make you actually your business even better than it was before. This, however, is going to require extraordinary flexibility on your behalf and on your business and on your staff. You're going to have some very strong determination to make things happen through this period, and persistence through the change. Because when you first change things, they don't work, people tend to give them away. But I think in this particular world, in the times that have changed, we need to have some continued persistence around what we're doing with the ideas that we put in place, because we know they will work. The general public want to support us. They want to support small business. However, we must make sure that we are a business they actually need and want. And in the process, we can't be hoping that they come. We have to attract them. So we're going to have a look at a whole lot of different areas where that may be: online, offline, social, your marketing, and along those particular lines. We'll also say this is where we look into the recommence phase. So how we recommence. So we're going to analyse where your business is at today. And we'll go through analyse the recommence phase and what we're going to do to enhance it. So we're going to work out where we are today, what actions that can be taken to get back to work in an operation now, right now. And then we're going to look at our plans on creating a more successful business into the future. We're going to analyse where your business is at, what has been successful, what hasn't been successful, what can we improve upon, and how your business has been impacted. And it's really important to understand where you're at and what has happened, so that you can go down the right paths of what could happen into the future. What items can you action right now to get your business up and running? Now, if we're going to enhance your business, what changes can make you grow? How do you take advantage of the changes that are around you and your customers and their change behaviours? What are your suppliers and how are they being impacted? And what are their change behaviours? Do they have a changed supply chain? Are they a better or a poorer supplier than they were in the past? Can you renegotiate your partnership with them? Not just financially, but maybe in a partnership basis where you're supporting one another more heavily in this time where we all need to have an enhanced business and a growing business and a prosperous business. Your service partners as well. The people that we work with who both service the end client and the customer. And this is for people in the service industry who have clients. So there's clients who may have changed needs. Their businesses and what they're doing may suffer. So if some of your clients are business-to-business style clients, then those particular business, we need to have an understanding of how they're going and work our business and change our business model and really study our business model to see if it can affect and move to where their business models needs are. Because if another business comes in that has been a client of yours for many years, but they come in, see new opportunities and pivot and change their business away, you may lose that customer. So just assuming when we recommence our business that everything's going to tick back to where it was. You're saying customers are going to walk through your physical location. You're saying clients are going to be running their businesses the same, so that you then will just pick their business back up. Then I think we need to relook at that. Things have changed. Your business has changed. Your circumstances have changed. Your staffing has changed. Your supply management has changed. Your clients have probably changed in their supply, in their service, in their clients, in their staff. And so being small to medium business, when people change in a business, so do ideas. And when ideas change, possibly business direction can change as well. So we really need to have a look at these investigations. We need to reach out to both our customers and our clients and our service partners and our suppliers and find out what's happening in their business. They will be thrilled to pick up and hear a phone call from you. That would be fantastic for you to reach out to them, and they'll take a sense of where their business is. So we're going to go in and have a look at how we're going to do that as well at the end of this webinar, and also through the series of webinars that we have coming. So to give you some great ideas how to work with each of those sections and partners into the future to enhance your business, to revitalize your business, and to give you the opportunity to grow your business. Okay. So as I said, we're going to look at business improvement, and let's get going. We've come back out of lockdown. The restrictions are being relaxed. There still are legal restrictions running around, but they have been relaxed, and there's less and less restrictions on us now. Although we have to stay very careful, we have to keep our customers safe, we have to keep our staff safe, and we have to keep our supply chains in check. So our first action is to understand where our current business is. Where are we now? So we're going to develop plans around where are we, what have we done, what are we doing well, how can be improved upon. So we look at those things. Where are we? What have we done? What are we doing well? And what can be improved upon? So if you've pivoted your business to an offline, to a service, to a delivery, to managing your customer in another way, and you've done that fairly well, let's develop that so we do that really well. Simply because you push open your doors doesn't mean that needs to go away anymore. You may be able to enhance your income stream, enhance your revenue, enhance your profit, and also enhance your customers' relationship with you, or your client's relationship with you, so that you have a better, stronger style of client. And that could include marketing, whether that be local area marketing, online marketing, social marketing. What sort of social tools are you doing? How is that working for your particular business? And it will change depending on who you are, what you're doing, whether you're retail, whether you're service, whether you're food, whatever it might be, industry, whatever it might be in your area, what works for you. So we'll be having a look at that. Yes, so what you can improve upon. We're going to spend some time on staff. It's really important how we manage our staff and their return back to our businesses. There's been so many staff changes. For those businesses that shut down, many staff have either been stood down or made redundant or terminated. For those businesses that had to close completely. And there's been some really harsh and horrible things that have had to happen for people. And we know that people are out there have struggled, and we've had some great government support around Job Seeker and JobKeeper, bonuses for BAS, and ability for small business to take loans and deferrals on payments. So there's been a lot of help in certain ways from the government to help everybody and to help small business. But as people come back, and as the reality of getting back to work, as the reality of commuting, very interesting at the moment. A lot of people are hesitant to come back, whether they're fearful about being in close proximity with other people. A number of people who are on reduced hours or reduced income, or both, are hesitant to come back and travel and commute because of the cost of commute. Many people have been, especially office-based people, have been really happy being at home. No commuting hours, in their own environment, really happy to be working along the Zoom meetings or whatever it may be. And they're really reluctant to come back into the environment of the office building. And we're going to have to build plans around that, because if your business actually relies on your teams to come together and collaborate and share ideas and work together to service your clients and to service your customers, then you need the people to be coming in, and to be coming in on the timing that you need to be coming on. So I've heard some different things of people wanting to work really odd hours now that they're used to this, which works for them, but you have to see whether that works for your business. In the retail sense, you need to bring people back as well, working on their hours, working on their safety, making sure that you have the ability for physical or social distancing, making sure that your customer is safe, your client is safe, your staff is safe, and bringing them back in. We're going to have a look at when a lot of people were stood down or put on short hours. You want to see them talking to you and they're coming back, but you need to develop relationships with them. Many people are underlying a little dissatisfied. They could say, well, you didn't really treat me that well, even though you were forced to treat me the way you did. I don't feel like I've been treated that well. I'll come back, but I'm going to find something better. So if you don't want this huge level of staff turnover, we need to work out how our staff is. And this might be involved in having a conversation with them and understanding where they're at. So we're going to really go into some great depth around how that works and what we're going to do around our staff. And there's a whole section on people, and we're going to work out how to actually engage our people and find out where they're sitting and find out what they're thinking in response to your business. So really looking forward to that. So important in all our business. This whole lockdown series has been about people. Now, in the end, our businesses are shut and the people are dispersed. We're dispersed. We're locked down. So it's very, very interesting. The other thing we're going to study is your competition. How have they gone? I'm sure they're the same as you, but who comes back better? Really important. Yeah. How do you get back? How do you revitalize? How do you prosper? What are your plans? Are their customers up for grabs? Are their clients up for grabs? If they don't pivot, change, and support quick enough, can you fill that gap? And so we're going to have a look at that. This is competition. This is how you grow your businesses in the adversity of others. And this is the way small business and medium business works. You quickly maneuver, pivot, change, take advantage, but you need to know where you're going for that to occur. That's following setting up your own base so you're nice and secure. So I'm really keen to have a look at that a little bit further as well, because there's some great opportunities for you as well. So through this section, we're going to gain an understanding of exactly where you are today, what you've got to do. So where you are, where your business is, what's gone well, how your staff are, how they're feeling, and look at those ideas. So that's, you're going to drive some depth and start thinking about that as we get into the next webinars. Then when we come back, now we look at how do you restart your current business? What have you got to do? There's been new laws and rules changed. There's been new, as I said, with the social distancing or the physical distancing laws, how many people you can have, limited numbers of people within a business, depending on the business at a certain time, and keeping records of people who are coming through your business in some areas, whatever it may be. What have you got to do to restart your business? If it's a physical opening, what processes need to be put in place? Hopefully you've already done those and that you're across that and that you're up and running, because we started with the lockdown restrictions being eased, but you must be aware of them the whole time. So we're going to go into some of those, and I want you to go and check and see what specifically is responsible, you have to be responsible for, in your business, and make sure that you've got those covered off, because it's very, very important that we do everything on a legal basis through this period where we come out of lockdown, because people will be looking, government will be looking, and making sure that we're doing things correctly. So yeah, what steps and actions do you need to take to get going? Also want to have a look at, and we're going to have a look at it and develop what you can sell online. So you've got your physical sales in your door, and then what you can do online. You've got your physical team working with your customers in service industries, but what about your online team? What about your team understanding how to offer those services online? We've all been remote. For those people in business offices, they've been remote for all this period of time. For those people in retail, that's been more difficult. So you've got to look at the retail physical side, industry physical side of bringing people back. But with your service industry, you want to have a look at how we're going in a online or remote style offering. How did that work for you? What could be enhanced? This type of Zoom education, meeting, planning, the time that could be taken out of travel for customers, all of these type of things that can help what you can sell, what you can do, how to put together presentations so that you can shoot those presentations downline, follow them up with meetings like this, and then how do you improve your current working style? What you did before was probably good. What you can do in the future, it's amazing. And so I want to spend some time, whilst we come out of this, working with you to actually get you to identify areas of business that will keep you in action. So we're going to look at all of that. As I've mentioned before, we're going to look at our staffing, our stock, our customers, our supply chain, our clients. As you restart your business, all these things need to be brought back on. If you've been shut, you have to restock. Does your customer come back? Where are they? How do you market to them? How do you let them know? What do you do to communicate to them? So it's really, this section's understanding the immediate actions you have to take to get going and start turning a revenue dollar. So really, really very important section. And our final section that we're going to be looking at is how to prosper and revitalize. So the third action is to revitalize our business. We're going to look at the new opportunities that are out there and what have been, what new opportunities have been revealed and discovered for you, and looking at also how you've managed, as I said, how you've managed your workforce and what can you action and implement new plans around that workforce or around staffing. So as I mentioned before, there might be huge opportunities for your people to do the same role in a different way or a different role in a different way into the future, to streamline and make each person more valuable and to add more services and add more products or more style or revenue avenues to your business. So it's a really exciting time that we can have a look at all of that. Once again, we're going to actually sit down, plan to build and grow your online offering, whether this be through your social media, through your website, through your customer, through interactions, through video and Zoom, whatever it may be. We're going to look at how you're going to successfully implement the remote style working. Also, we're going to have a look at where your business is sitting currently and how it was impacted with COVID and how your reputation was impacted. So this is where you need to reach out to your customer and to your client and find out what they think of you. So it's a really scary prospect, but we're going to get you to build some queries and questions back to your customers and your clients to find out how they're perceiving you in the new normal. What do you look like in their eyes? I said, we're going to reach out and try and find out what our customers and our clients, our supply chain and our operators and our business partners out there, how their businesses are going. But we also want to see what they think of us in case we need to change how we are, change the way that we deal with our customer, change our product supply, change our service avenues, change the way we do things to suit their business. So we need to understand how they are perceiving us. If they're perceiving us as the way we were and we haven't moved, pivoted and changed to the new normal, then they may bypass us and go somewhere else. So here's your opportunity to grab hold of that and keep your current business plus an opportunity to plan to get future business. So it's a real opportunity here to discover how your business is going and forecast to take advantage of the new businesses, the new opportunities that have been developed through COVID, and there are plenty. So as I said to you before, we're going to drive down into 6 different areas of your business. We're going to drive depth around your client and customer. We're going to look at your cash flow. And we all know, my goodness, it's been terrible. We've had some great government support, but we still know, to qualify for most of the government support means that your business turnover has dropped considerably. So when that government support stops and when the lockdowns reduce, how do you pick that money back up? How do you pick that revenue back up? So we're going to spend time in that. I mean, once again, many times I've mentioned it already, suppliers, partners, clients, customers, all those particular areas, how we're going to work with those particular people as well. Concentrate on our staff is another level that we're going to, another webinar will be all about staff, where they are, what they're doing, how we're going to bring them back, some ideas around keeping your staff, getting the right staff, finding the best staff. We're going to look at the technology, and that's just not how good is your website. We're going to look at the whole, how to do, not what to do with your social, how to do your marketing, where you should be marketing. We won't be showing you what to do, but I'll be talking about generally where you should be and how you should be presenting yourself, in which avenues you should be presenting yourself, what you've been doing, what you can do in the future, and how you build a new revenue stream and keep that going for whatever business you are. And even if you're good in that area, there's got to be some opportunities for you to grow and to look at your competitor to make sure that you're grabbing some of the areas that they've left behind. And the other thing we've got is the business space, your physical operating space. And we're going to spend a little bit of time on that as well. We're working out where you are, what you've got to do, how it's going to look. Is it right for now? Is it right for the future? So we're really excited about diving into those particular areas through our following webinars. So as we said, we've got our webinar series for businesses to survive and improve, to become successful and prosper, we need to be ready for a number of different scenarios. So we need to create a number of different business plans to ensure we're ready for future changes. We need to plan for future waves of the pandemic, for future lockdown. Can you switch back on? And before it was so ad hoc and reactive, and now we need to plan and be proactive. If the lockdowns are put back in place, let's proactively put our best areas of new business back into action. So we won't have to go back to where we were before. We've already rebuilt. Let's take that and move forward. So we need those plans, a couple of different plans. You pull different off the shelf depending on what needs to be done. This is really important because we could be back and forth into the lockdown, non-lockdown situation a number of times over the next couple of years. So it'd be really great to have a look at what's happening and keep that going. You need to, once again, plan for your customers' changes. You've changed, but so has your customer, so has your client. So we need to take action now to plan to see what's happening, get prepared to move. So really exciting times, but as I said to you, mentioned just then, established our priorities over the next 6 to 12 months and work out what we need to do for our business, but also have those plans in case things change for our customers and clients' business and our pipeline of suppliers. So all of this we're going to run through and get you some ideas, spark some ideas in your head so you can drive some small, little, single page plans. What I've got to do, where it is, who's involved, who are my people, what are we going to do? So I'm really looking forward to getting involved with all of that with you all. So coming back online, coming back to work, coming back to your current business, how you as a business handle your return and improvement will define your reputation, your performance, and your potential to prosper into the future. Your customers, your clients, your staff, your suppliers, and your competitors will be watching what you're doing. We'll be looking at how well you go, and they'll be looking at what you're doing to come back online and to improve. So it's really, really important for your business reputation that you are taking the right action and you're showing that you're proactive into your market. So as I said, we see 3 phases that small and medium business owners must face to recover from the current crisis. We want to create a blueprint for you over the next webinar series to return with a greater success, with greater revenue, with greater profit. The 6 parts of your business we're going to analyse and where we will reflect, restart, and revitalise each one of those series. So I hope today you found there's been some interesting and some sparks, some ideas that you have to log back in and join us with the rest of the webinar series, which will be coming out shortly, that we can get into the rest of these topics that we've spoken about today and help you to look at your business and drive depth around your business. As I said, it's David Coleman. Thank you very much for your time today, and I look forward to seeing you in our next webinar series shortly.